Man, Rooster, it's gotta be 5 o'clock somewhere.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yep, needed it.
Be some good looseness going in there.
Welcome back, everybody.
You guys already know
It's that show.
we're back, baby. It's been too fucking long, man.
Oh, my God.
Well, I mean, it wasn't been a couple months.
A couple? Multiplied.
Yeah. Yeah,
Multiplied.
we probably should have actually checked the date so we knew what we were talking about before we came back.
Oh, no, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. But
Bro.
that's what life does to you.
Seriously. We both had a bunch of shit going on. And I feel like we said the same thing last time of like, holy shit. We've had so much shit going on in our lives.
Yeah, but, you know, I do remember the last time we were shooting, you know, we were coming up into an election, and, I mean, it's been... It's been a little nutsy bubbo.
Not to mention the last month has felt like a year in itself.
Oh my God.
All the changes and everything that's fucking going on.
Everywhere.
Not just in our country, yeah, like
Everywhere.
in the world.
Everywhere.
Fucking crazy.
I think there's a great awakening happening. I feel like I mean there's a lot of like sensitive topics we're gonna get into, but there's a lot of things that are going on locally and nationally, and then you know, globally, that I think that honestly we just been asleep for too long. Good old Sleepy Jones had us just coasting along. I tell you, the one thing that's screwing me up right now is that you know things are bad when you go down the street and people are like trading their cars off for eggs.
Dude, you're fucking telling me, dude. Like $11 for a carton of fucking eggs is blowing my mind.
It's pretty out there.
Even in the last month, we consistently buy like the same things for groceries, you know, every 2 weeks or a month, and our grocery bill's gone up $100 in the last month. But it's a goddamn bird flu. They're flying around everywhere.
Yeah, but you know what? The funny thing is while we're shooting this, today is the Super Bowl, and I guarantee there's no shortage of chicken wings.
Oh yeah. No, we're actually about to finish this and go inside and eat some chicken wings.
So I mean,
there's plenty.
I don't understand how this works. There's still lots of chicken on the shelves, but there's no eggs. Like, how's this working? So did the chicken come before the egg?
Ooh, the theory's being proved, actually.
I don't know. I feel like I missed out on an opportunity with USAID to figure that out. I gotta throw it out there.
Seriously,
I gotta throw it out there.
Literally, though.
I mean,
everything's fucking changing, man. And some shit for the better and some shit for the worse. It's what happens when you have these huge political shifts, but the unprecedented changes. It's every day you see a new headline of something that is just drastically changing, or
it is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, I stopped trying to keep track.
Me too.
I mean, I could usually keep a pretty good pulse on this, but no.
Yeah.
No. It's literally like, this is what I imagine. It's like everybody gets so excited and they go to the circus, right? And you get in the big red and white striped tent and you're enjoying the show, and then something really goes wrong and everything catches on fire, nobody can get out. It's pure chaos. It's like there's circus workers on fire, you know, there's elephants riding on people's backs, getting out of a building. I mean, it's just...
The freaking trapeze artist is hanging up by his neck from the rope.
It's insane. It's insane. Like, and the ringleader, you know, he's not even calling anything out because he's created this cabinet that is just like, they're not tearing the Band-Aids off. Band-Aids are on the floor now.
Yeah, seriously.
They're just going into recovery mode.
Like, we'll just peel off the skin with the Band-Aid.
Right? It's like having flex tape across your face.
Seriously, though. Literally. And I wish that I could think of specific examples and come up with these things to discuss, but like I said, it's every day. I see a new headline of something that requires a lot of actual deep thought for me to like understand both perspectives of the argument and like dive into like what the changes are going to mean for this and for that. And it's like, I saw this thing recently about like how that's like a media tactic to just dump so much information on you, where you're so focused on the new thing that came out today where you can't really analyze what happened yesterday and the day before, and it's like things are changing drastically quickly.
Yeah, I mean, even in Trump's first administration, his first month was just chaos. This is totally different. This is like he could have fit the first month of Trump's first presidency in the first day.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, exactly.
We've had a month of it's not even we're not even to a month yet because it was January 20th.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We're not even to a month yet.
Jesus.
So
You gotta make me check the date.
I mean, I don't even know what it's going to look like in 2 years.
Yeah.
At this is not even this breakneck pace that everything is changing is like, what does it really look like in 2 years?
Yeah.
Because 2 years is the next big election. I mean, you're looking at House and rep seats that have to be changed over.
Yeah.
I don't know. I will have to say though. I mean, this whole deal with deportation with illegal immigrants, and let's not beat around the bush here.
Yeah.
If you come in this country illegally,
You're a criminal.
You're a criminal. You're illegal.
I see all these videos from people around the world in like Denmark, and they'll be like, I don't understand what's so controversial about this. If you enter Denmark illegally, they're gonna deport you. And they're like, I mean, and again, it's a very nuanced issue, and it takes a lot to understand everything that's going on. But I'm 100% in support of deporting violent criminals.
Oh, yeah.
Like, any argument against gang members and cartel members being in our country and sucking from our communities and money and poisoning us with fucking drugs and shit,
Right.
it's like, you can't argue the other way on
Right.
getting those people out of our country.
Right.
So, but I've also seen videos of citizens being deported and not be given the opportunity to prove their citizenship until they're in these camps, until they've made it to the border, and then it's like, and the thing is with the divisive media, it's like you never know
Right.
what, and I get a really good blend of that in my life of seeing both sides of the media from
Right.
myself and my girlfriend and
Right.
family members and stuff. So, but it just requires so much work, man. I don't want to have to learn about all this fucking shit and all
This is adulting.
the multiple points of view on every issue of everything that's changing every day.
This is adulting. You got a long ways to go.
Yeah. People like to just paint this broad brush and say that it's this way and it needs to be this way without like analyzing these details and it.
Well, I'm gonna retract the conversation back a little bit because we've been away for so long. You know, we haven't talked about a lot of things that have happened over the past several months, and you know, the hurricanes that
For sure.
just wreaked havoc on the East Coast. The fires in California, which I wanted to give a special shout out to Junior, Chelsea, and his little one, and all his family because they're out in LA. They had to deal with all that.
Oh, that's horrible.
And you know, it circles back to what we're talking about. When you have a government that comes in and says that, you know, here's $750, good luck. Good luck with your insurance company.
Exactly.
But yet we give billions away
Yeah.
to countries that give nothing back to us.
Exactly.
And so I the whole phrase of "Am I my brother's keeper?" As a citizen, I think so.
Yeah.
I think if we have all the surplus of money, we should be taking care of our own.
For sure.
We shouldn't be giving it to other people for programs and things that have no real influence or purpose to the American people.
Yeah.
And it's not our
Especially
responsibility.
when it's our money.
It's our money.
That's what blows my mind.
Well, I mean, according to Elizabeth Warren, you know, she said there's nothing in the Constitution that shows that they have to show where they spend our tax dollars.
What about taxation without representation? I thought that was the whole point.
I was like, when the words came out of her mouth, I actually had to stop and evaluate if I had a stroke. Because this is an elected official, and they don't know how this works.
We gotta start dumping some tea in some fucking rivers, man. What's going on
Gotta
here?
do more than tea, apparently. Oh my God.
Seriously though.
And it's heartbreaking when you still have, look at the situation in North Carolina. It's been months, and and it's still like it was yesterday, and they're still trying to rebuild.
Yeah,
And you know, Trump went down, and he was like, "Okay, we're done with this. We're done." He goes out to the fires in California, and he says, "No, we're not waiting months. You do it now."
yeah.
You do it now.
Yeah.
And everybody's so shocked, always going to investigate FEMA. I would. If there's that much money and it's not being used,
Literally.
and the resource isn't being used, I would be.
Yeah.
I mean,
and there's again, it's a very nuanced subject, but the amount of waste that I have been realizing recently, that the money that we have just get that is being burned into thin air for, DEI programs in fucking Serbia for $20 million. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. Like I said, I don't keep track of all the details, but it goes to show it's like so many communities in America are suffering, and we're the people who are paying into this.
right.
And it's partially it's truly taxation without representation.
Yeah, when you look at the U.S. infrastructure and you look at whether it's education, housing, veteran affairs. I mean,
For real.
veteran affairs. Why have they been struggling for decades
Yeah.
when all this money's been just being handed out to other countries that, again, I let's be honest, 99.999999999% of those people I will never meet. I will never know. Their lives will never impact me.
Yeah.
But my tax dollars for decades have been going to special interest programs for that.
Yeah.
But yet we can go downtown right now, and we can go down to the homeless encampments, and we'll for sure run into homeless veterans.
Oh, 100%. Exactly. And we have tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of homeless veterans living in the country.
And so, when is it time to correct that? Now's the time.
Yeah.
Right? They've pulled the curtain back. They know where the money's going. They've frozen the funds. It's not happening. And so I think over the next year, you're going to see, the Veterans Affairs, the VA get restructured. You're going to see the way, mental health care is, reassessed and the way that's managed. And a lot of it is going to be per state.
Yeah.
And I don't argue with that, because the federal government shouldn't tell a state how to run itself.
Exactly.
Right? Which
It's like,
I'm 100% on board with.
yeah.
That's the way it was originally
It's the foundation
set.
of our country.
Right.
That's what I was going to say. It's like,
So, great. I mean, you've got somebody that actually is saying, great. But then you have the other side saying, we've had this like this for years, decades. You can't stop it now. Yeah, I can. Yes, I can.
I just did.
Yeah, that's what that's what the president's saying. Like, yeah, I can. Because that's the one thing that, if you watch in the media outlet, like the way this money's flowing right now, USAID is a part of the executive branch.
USA?
No, USAID.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. USAID, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that's a part of the executive branch.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. They're their own little goblins running around in their own little departments figuring out how they're divvying up all these tax monies. And then you have all these representatives, whether they're senators and congressmen and all that kind of stuff, and they're figuring out how they're going to divvy it up. And it begs to ask the question. It does beg to ask the question. How does somebody that's going in making $150,000 a year as an elected official, goes in damn near broke, come out worth over $20 million?
Exactly, dude.
How does that work?
Literally. And it's every time. It's in 2 years, their net worth explodes to tens of millions of dollars, and you're like,
If you think about it, even when Obama was in office, the whole story was always about, where's the money go? Well, I want your tax returns, and they always focus on the president, right? It's always the president.
mm-hmm.
Who's auditing our representatives?
Literally.
Who's auditing these Congress people?
Exactly.
Who is doing this? No one.
Exactly.
No one. And that is what's being fixed.
People like to think that the president is like a king and comes in and has all this power, and he is a third of the government. He is a portion of the government, a smaller portion.
It's on top, but it's it's still there.
Exactly. It's not like he can, even with these executive orders or whatever, it's like people think that just is a law that's passed into place. It's like, that still needs to be approved by all of these people who are taking advantage of the system and putting money straight in their pockets. So
yeah, I mean, we gotta really look at how that all works. But we're gonna take a break. We're gonna get a refill, and we'll be right back. I think we'll jump into at least one or two of these topics, and then we'll just go from there. It's great to see everybody again.
yes,
Like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments. We've been gone way too long.
Yeah,
Way
we
too
know
long.
you're not happy with us.
But I think we're going to see some changes because I've even noticed it in my own personal YouTube experiences that the algorithm is changing.
100%.
So a lot of searches and everything that were once you had to dig for are much more available right now, and I think that the restriction or the censorship is being pulled back. So that's awesome. But always share with everybody. Leave us a comment, and we'll see you in just a few.
See you in a few.
Cheers.
That does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to, that show.